Hello everyone, welcome back for some more thrift store finds, starting off with a few music finds. These were all pretty much the bargain bins this morning. One Madonna True Blue cassette, one CD of 42nd Street, a few of these Kid Songs television show DVDs, the Slim Pack editions, so they weigh very little, one Blu-ray set, a 2-disc version of Lawrence of Arabia, a Disney Old Yeller 2-movie collection, a couple of VHS finds, hasn't been a whole lot lately. We have from the James Bond 007 collection, Dr. No, Goldfinger, and From Russia with Love. So some Sean Connery Bond, and a couple other oddball book finds before we get to the real good stuff. And a German cooking cookbook from the 70s. I've had a lot of luck selling this type of thing on Etsy. I just sold a Scottish baking book and a bunch of things like that. So if I can get them cheap, they're actually worth grabbing. A copy of Romeo and Juliet, but this one has the cover from the Olivia Hussey movie. To me, this is like the only movie version of Romeo and Juliet. It is just never been surpassed. One of these Teddy Ruxpin books, and another Pango book find, What the Wind Knows. Then the good stuff really were all of these good vintage books and a few more expensive books kind of heading up into that $100 price range, which is always really great when you find them for like 50 cents or less. A couple of these little pocket books. These are interesting. I always think these are cool. I've seen a few of these before, some Jules Verne stories that I thought were a lot of fun, those old sci-fi ones, but we have a couple more comic-related ones, Woody Woodpecker, and they're just nice little books. They have really vividly colored artwork. Like, it looks beautiful for how old these are. So that's in really good shape. This one's a little, not quite as in good shape. It's a little more damage on the front, but it's a Donald Duck, The Fabulous Diamond Fountain. Get some Scrooge McDuck action there. And a few more other vintage ones that were great to find because they have the dust jackets intact, and otherwise they were in really good series. Heroes of the Cross series is number 6, but these were in really good shape, so they're definitely worth grabbing. And the Pennsylvania Citizen, the 1911 printing of this, so that was definitely a cool find. I love when I find stuff that's over 100 years old. It's always just fun to see, even if it's not worth picking up. Then the books that are definitely more in the higher price range or great find for bargain bins. My 3 Years Inside Russia by Comrade X, as told by Ken Anderson. And it's an older edition of that. Then we have Leon Chambers' The Years of the Beast, a novel of the last days. And that one surprised me. I really wasn't sure about this one when I picked it up. This is one, this and the next one. These last two were two that I actually looked up while I was there. Otherwise, I just grabbed the rest and knew what to grab. But this one surprised me with how much that goes for. And this was the big surprise because I had never even heard of this author before, Sally Lee Bell. But anything she has apparently is worth grabbing after searching through. And this one in particular, The Singing Angel. So I've never heard of this lady before, but I will be on the lookout from now on, now that I know her name, and I've been looking through what she wrote and what came out, and things just have not really been reprinted, so anything she did is worth at least picking up. But this one in particular I was really happy to find, and man, I'll search in those bins because this is the kind of thing where it's unlikely that it's just one. Like, usually this came from someone's collection, this type of thing, but there really wasn't anything else there, or at least end up in other bins, or who knows. It was not there today, but this was a fantastic find. This alone, if I found nothing else, made this a good day, just this by itself. So that was like great. And I just really like these little ones, even ones that aren't like worth a whole lot. If I see them, they're fun to look at. I've seen, again, a whole bunch of old sci-fi ones I think are particularly fantastic. There's nice little pocket books, fun little stories, and I love the artwork, anything kind of vintage like that. And whenever I find something that's 100 years old or older, it's always just fun to explore. And that's one of the benefits of doing this kind of thing, is you get to see that kind of stuff and explore that kind of thing and touch little pieces of history for fun.